With the reveal of Himawari's Bijuu powers, it has become pretty evident that she will be one of the most broken characters of the story. She was able to gain the attention of Daemon, the only character with Otsutsuki God's power, and even the Shinjus, who seem to surpass Boruto in terms of power level. All of this hints at Himawari possessing the Ten Tails chakra, but the question remains, what exactly does she possess, which has made her so powerful? We have already talked about the return of Kurama, how he might have went against destiny to reincarnate himself inside a person of the Uzumaki lineage. But today let's take a look at these things from a completely different angle. There have been theories of Himawari being an avatar of Kaguya from a very long time, but most people took it as a fan fiction and a really unrealistic idea. Kaguya's return has been anticipated in the Boruto series due to her major role during the war arc, along with the solid possibilities of Boruto traveling back in time to gather some intel on her. However, the main link between Himawari and Kaguya was the chakra of her sons that she inherits. Earlier I believed both Himawari and Boruto were born with Kaguya's true essence just because their parents held the chakra of Hogoromo and Hamura. The fusion of these vital powers recreated the chakra of Kaguya inside both of them. But just because Momoshiki entered Boruto's life, his genetic code changed and he eventually lost his Kaguya essence due to the karma of Momoshiki. But when it comes to Himawari, she could still possess the power of Kaguya or Otsutsuki, and with the reveal of her new power having Bijuu connection, this has caused a subtle change in the presumed progression of the story. As I explained in an earlier video, the children of Naruto are the incarnates of Otsutsuki and Ten Tails in human form. They hold the powers of two of the most strongest species in the universe, which is how they stand out from the crowd. The case of Boruto is pretty clear to us since we know his whole story from killing an Otsutsuki to becoming one himself. But the mysterious power of Himawari is something which has left everyone scratching their heads. Before the mega reveal in chapter 8, everyone thought Himawari might have some hidden Otsutsuki chakra within her. But with the introduction of the evil antagonist gang, the Shinjus, who are literally 10 tails with awakened consciousness, it seems like unlike her brother, Himawari was meant to deal with the 10 tails side of the story. So how does it connect her with Otsutsuki Kaguya? Well, it has something to do with her unique lineage. Basically, she fulfills the criteria to hold the powers of the sealed Otsutsuki. Not only does the fusion of Hogoromo and Hamura's chakra, with her parents being the medium, could awaken her Kaguya essence, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Naruto holds the power of all the 9 Bijuu, and it could be that Himawari has inherited that. So the mixture of the Bijuu chakra and the essence of Kaguya's sons has apparently reincarnated Shinusagi in her body. During the final battle of Kaguya with Naruto and Sasuke, she transformed into a rabbit-like chakra monster, a form that she couldn't control. It basically happened when she got hit by Naruto's Rasen Shuriken, which was made of Tail Beast power, and this made the chakra within her react violently, transforming her into this creature. So in a way, this form is an outcome of Naruto's Bijuu chakra combining with Kaguya's Tail Beast chakra. She has obtained this power after consuming the chakra fruit of earth, and we can even see the heads of the different Bijoos in the Shinusagi's appearance. So now let's get back to Himawari. First and foremost, Jura never said he was after the chakra of Kurama. The Shinjus were basically after a human being who was emitting the chakra of 10 tails. This enhances the chance for Himawari to possess a completely different Bijuu inside her, and not necessarily Kurama. On top of that, even Daemon was surprised by the intensity of this beast, and I really think if he was on the battleground against Shinusagi, it would have definitely made him lose a sweat. We have seen Jigen destroying KCM Naruto as if he was a piece of cake for him, so there is literally no way for Daemon to be afraid of Kurama. He's way above Jigen in terms of power level, so why would he be afraid of somebody whom Jigen was able to beat effortlessly? This further proves that whatever is inside Himawari is above the level of Kurama. Furthermore, Himawari has inherited the power of all the Tail Beast from Naruto and the essence of Kaguya from both her parents. Shinusagi also awakened in a similar manner when Kaguya's Tail Beast chakra reacted with Naruto's Bijuu chakra. So the possibility of Himawari having the power of the rabbit beast is really high. But that's not all. There are tons of more hints which indicate Himawari's connection to rabbits, and surprisingly, Sarada also has been related to rabbits in the promotional arts. Not only that, the anime shows us Sumire being experimented with the Gozo Tenno seal, which was purposed at replicating Kaguya's abilities. So could it be that all three of them will possess the power of the rabbit princess? Well, looking at Himawari's case, there are plenty of hints which indicate her Kaguya connection. First and foremost, when she activates her Byakugan in the anime, it appears as if she has lost control or is being controlled by someone else. The Zetsu said that Kaguya couldn't control Shinusagi, and if I'm not mistaken, the same is the case with Himawari. This ten-tailed creature who is dwelling inside of her can overtake her consciousness, making her the most broken character. It's like possessing the power of the rabbit beast in human form, overpowered beyond limits. Maybe this is how she was able to knock out Kurama in the future. She simply holds the power of a beast who's more powerful than the Nine Tails. In the same episode, Boruto and Himawari were fighting over a rabbit stuffed toy, and by the looks of it, it was a subtle foreshadowing of her inner beast. Moreover, rabbits are known to like sunflowers, which is the literal translation of Himawari's name, again hinting at the new tail beast that she holds within her. Well, moving on to Sarada, she also gets related to rabbits in many promotional arts. Considering her lineage, she is the daughter of Indra's reincarnation, which brings her close to Kaguya Otsutsuki. Moreover, she is also mysteriously immune from omnipotence, so could it be that it has something to do with her connection to Kaguya? Well, Sumire's case makes more sense if we take that possibility. In her anime backstory, we get to know that the Gozo Tenno seal was implanted in her for the replication of Kaguya's secret techniques. So what if some remnants of this seal have left the essence of Kaguya inside her body? This would explain how she bypassed omnipotence at first place. Kaguya doing something to the female trio also makes sense narratively. Kishimoto has been criticized for badly writing female characters in Naruto, so he must have decided to improve on the plotline of the girl gang in Boruto. He did this by using his only female character who was well written, which is Kaguya Otsutsuki. By doing this, he has connected the legacy of the girl trio, and it will be cool to see how all of it is going to play out. As for Himawari's intuition about Naruto's well-being, it's pretty similar to how the Shinjus found her at first place. They went after the chakra, which was a lot similar to their own kind, and ended up finding Himawari. This means someone with Bijuu chakra is able to sense similar radiations or energy. This explains how Hima felt Naruto was alive, but you could ask if Kurama is dead. She shouldn't be technically able to sense his presence. Well, it actually has nothing to do with Kurama, rather the chakra of the other tailed beasts that still reside inside Naruto. Himawari was deliberately given the power of the 10-tailed beast to expand on the Jubi side of the story. Otsutsukis couldn't be the only bad guys in the story. There needed to be another group who are equally agonizing. With the 10 tails gaining consciousness and making Hima their target, things are really looking interesting for the future of the story. With that being said, let's discuss a huge possibility regarding the only known female Otsutsuki of the story. I think Kaguya is going to be mentioned again in a few chapters. And the only candidate who could reveal something new about the rabbit goddess to us is none other than Amado Sanzu. I think he is going to take the role of a storyteller in the next few chapters. The reason I think this is because back when Boruto activated the Uzuhiko, I predicted there might be a third person who will explain how this ability works. This prediction turned out to be true, with Daemon being the one to give us some intel on this unseen ability. Now, since the stakes are more high in the next chapter, since we have a brand new beast dwelling inside Himawari, only the Shinjus or Amado must be able to give us some intel on this phenomenon. How did this beast come into existence, and does it actually has ties to Otsutsuki Kaguya? Well, apart from being the only one who revealed some new details on the Kaguya lore, Amado could secretly be involved in developing the 10 tails. Let me explain how. Firstly, the claw marks that he gave to Code were able to divide the juvenile Jubi and make them absorption proof. The way this so-called Shinjutsu was able to do it, it felt like it was meant to do this, and we haven't really seen any Otsutsuki using the claw marks. It's a power signature to Code only. So what if it was an ability that Amado deliberately gave to Code in order to fulfill his way bigger purpose? Ishiki never showed any signs to use the claw marks, and it has been explicitly mentioned that Code's powers belong to him. It seems like Amado was twisting narratives to hide the real big deal. He programmed Code with ACE to present the Ishiki hologram to him in order to evoke his feelings of vengeance. He then smartly programmed Aida to love Kawaki since he knew Code would visit her. All of this was planned plan to establish his L moment from the hands of daemon, since Aida would never give up on the person whom she was programmed to love. But this doesn't end here. God got engulfed with anger and raised an army of Ten-Tails minions thanks to his claw marks. But surprisingly, he ended up becoming the core to the Shinjus since they indirectly awakened consciousness through him. He then got a reality check by one of the Shinjus who told him he is destined to get used like a clown by others. So in a way, Amado knows a lot more about the Shinjutsu and the Ten-Tails than what he has revealed. Chances are he's about to unveil some cards about the Ten-Tails and how he already knew what's going to happen. This includes the secret power of Himawari. But now the question arises, how in the world would he have any knowledge about it? Well, I think the answer lies within Daemon and his fear of the tail beast power. Since Amado is the one who programmed Daemon, chances are he must be aware about the fears of his creation. So since Himawari's Ten-Tails power freaked out the broken prodigy, it should give Amado some insight about the power which lies inside Naoto's daughter. So maybe he secretly knows everything and would drop some hardcore intel about the Jubi reincarnation of Kaguya in the next chapter. If not Amado, then it's definitely gonna be Jura who will tell us more about the secret power of Himawari. Let me know in the comments if you wanna watch another video on Shinusagi, the reincarnated Jubi. Also don't forget to check out these videos which are filled with more Himawari stuff. I will see you next time.